Hey everyone, I just wanted to welcome you to another one of my little readings with Priestess Wings. We're doing things a little bit differently because it's really cold, and so I kind of wanted to do it where there's a nice fire, very relaxing and warm. So we'll be using the Divine Council Oracle, and if you're interested in it, I will leave the link to my shop in the description, but as of right now, it is sold out because I do need to get some more shipping stuff to put with it with the next order. So right now I'm out of them, but I will still leave the link to my store in the description below if you care to take a look. There's handmade malas on there. There's tote bags and journals and stuff like that too. So I'll go ahead and do that. But without further ado, we will get started, and I will say a little blessing. So I'm just asking that our holy guides and guardians surround us and shield us with their holy light so that we are protected divinely and absolutely, and that we are blessed with clarity, with vision, and with wisdom so that we may glean the best information we can from this reading for our own lives, for all of those who listen, for our highest good. I thank you, and so be it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'll go ahead and shuffle the cards. Our first card is Just Beyond the Rainbow. Our next card is You Need a Vacation. Our next card is Ancestral Roots. And our next card is Empath. And our final card is Trust Your Gut Feeling. Okay. And I know the card titles will be reversed, and I am sorry about that, but I will read them to you and I will tell you exactly what they say. Okay. And just so you can see them, this is our spread for today. So the first card that we pulled was the Just Beyond the Rainbow card. And this card is, it always kind of makes me cry a little bit. This card says, Just Beyond the Rainbow. A beloved pet who has passed to realms above wishes to send you a message of love. They play happily while they wait, ready to see you walk through that gate. Remember our happy times together and how glad we were to be your family member. Thank you for looking after us until the very end and thinking of us before yourself. Our life you did defend. We watch over you now, so do not fear. If you ever feel lonely, just remember, we're right here. So, this card, it's connecting with an energy of loss of a beloved family member, a beloved furry family member, and a connection of hope as well, because there's this rainbow that connects us to them ultimately forever. And it is asking us to remember and recall positive feelings, positive memories that bring us together, those pearls of memories that connect us and help us to maintain that loving link with them. And I am being drawn to read the guidebook on this. So I'm gonna actually read it. It says, just beyond the rainbow. Beloved, if you have lost a pet and family member, this is a loving message directly from them. Our animal family members watch over us from a place of boundless love and light. They send their affection to us and would like us to cherish the happy moments we shared with them. Those memories keep our hearts warm and open to receiving their care from lands of paradise and love. Sometimes our ancestors will welcome them into their space of elevated love, and there they stay to play while watching over us. If you have released a beloved pet into the heavenly realms and are feeling the pull in your heart to receive another pet into your life, do not feel as though you are betraying your angelic family members. It is our cherished memories of them that keep their flame alive in our hearts. Those beautiful pearls bring great happiness to them and offer a way to directly and immediately connect with us forever. If you feel ready to open your heart to another pet, please know that you are being divinely guided. There are many animals who need loving homes in this world, and if you are ready to welcome a new one into your life, please do so. Your parted loved ones are only a thought and whisper away, always listening for your voice and watching over you. This oracle card is a sign for you to know they are safe now. They are no longer in pain. They saw the tears you shed for them, and they felt your unconditional love. They are so grateful that you were always there for them, and they want you to know they are okay now. The divine calls us all back home when our time here on this earth has passed, and our divine guardians and angels escort us to the realms of light and love. Be at peace, as your love is not forgotten. When you think of your loved ones on the other side, they are thinking of you too. Oh. Okay. Oh, wow. So, reconnecting with this card, and I apologize if you see me glancing over there, it's because I'm just looking at the fire and making sure it doesn't need tending to. With this card, there's a connection to a past furry friend or a past furry family member. And there's this bridge, this connecting bridge. And it connects us to them always. And it's almost like it's reminding us that we are always connected to them. And that whenever we want, we have the ability to connect with them through methods as simple as simply remembering them, remembering those moments, those very happy moments or silly moments that we shared with them together. And that we are reminded they are literally a thought away. And while we cannot have them in this three-dimensional world, there is that loneliness that we feel there from their energy being in the higher realms. But there's also that promise that they can't be sick anymore. They can't get hurt anymore or be harmed by the many pathogens that exist in this world. They're safe now. And so while it's sad to think about, to remember, it is something to give us comfort in that sense, because we know that they're not hurting anymore and we know that they're safe. And if you have felt the pull to adopt another family member, don't be afraid. It's okay. Certainly make sure you know that it's the right time for you, but don't be afraid of it. It is a beautiful family connection. And then the way pets love us is just, it is kind of an angelic kind of love. And you've probably heard this before, we don't deserve them. Just that sweet, unconditional love. So the relationship and the strength and healing that can come from having a pet is a beautiful thing. It can help us. It can kind of help us to breathe, to ground, to cope better with the stresses in the world, because we always have that sweet face looking at us like, that's out there, this isn't here, and this place should be happy. This is our place. A reminder. There's a connection to pets, to animals here, and I'm hearing my right ear ring, and I just got a random knock. So this is a connection to pets, definitely. Possibly adopting one soon, or feeling like it's time to adopt one. The next card we pulled was, you need a vacation. And she's in this beautiful place. It looks like an island, and there's like island water, bright sun. It says, you need a vacation from all that hard work, beloved. Make room for yourself in the hustle and bustle of life. This is a sign that you need some time off. Take a vacation without worrying about what everyone else wants you to do. Take time to pamper yourself. You are worthy. Be gentle with yourself and see to your self-care. So we have this connection here with restoring, with hope, with grounding, with helping to cope with stress, but also having that comfort zone being restored. And this place of safety. And the divine is asking you to go inside and listen to what your heart is calling for. And that is a connection. There's a connection here to animals, to pets, to animals. And there's also a connection to needing to unwind, needing to take time off, to take time away from a busy schedule, busy work, things that keep you constantly stressing or constantly on the move. Time to stop and slow down and think about yourself. I'm also being pulled to read the guidebook on this. Your divine team is packing your suitcase, beloved. You are being informed that it is time for a vacation. Did you not get the memo? You've been working very hard, and your efforts are recognized. You have been working hard for everyone but yourself, and it is time for them to move over. You need time for yourself to enjoy life. You need time to recuperate and rest, time to relax and have fun, time to spend with loved ones, or perhaps some much needed time with yourself. Take a break. The divine is asking that you take time for self-care. You have been going through a lot lately, and the divine wishes for you to pause and decompress. Self-care is important for our mental and physical health. It allows us to pause from the daily routines, giving us a moment of reprieve, self-reflection, healing, and peace in our busy lives. If you have been feeling short-tempered or mentally tired after only a little work, you are being asked to make more time for yourself now. You deserve to be recognized for your diligence, and one way of doing that is through self-care and taking a vacation from work. Honor yourself by prioritizing your happiness. When we are happy, we share happiness with others, and it ripples through life with vibrations of joy. If we force ourselves to continue being stressed, we emit vibrations that ripple through our life with negativity. Nurture an environment of happiness rather than stress. Invest in yourself and your health by making time for self-care. Self-care is healing and strengthens our self-love. Self-love is important in developing a balanced ego. We are worthy of love, and understanding this brings us healing. Showing love to the parts of ourselves that have been wounded mends us. Forgiveness and releasing pain helps us to move forward toward a life of happiness in a powerful way. Often we carry our burdens by choice. What burdens are you carrying right now which should be released, beloved? Old anger, pain, guilt, regrets, stress. You can relinquish and give all of these to the divine. Allow yourself to be held and healed. Invest in your happiness and understand that you are worthy of the blessings which the divine longs to give you. Allow yourself to feel the unconditional love of the divine as it surrounds you. The divine will provide the means and paths so you may take this much needed break. You will be taking a vacation soon. Have fun, beloved. So there is a connection to pausing in life, to taking that much needed break from work, from being busy, from being on the routine constantly. There is a message here that it's time for you to take a break. You've been working hard, you've been going through a lot, and you need this time for yourself or to spend with family members who obviously support you and love you and things like that. But the divine is asking you to take some time for self-love and for self-healing, heart healing. You've been through a lot. There's just too much going on these days. It's time for you to take care of yourself and listen to your heart. Your heart. Time to take care of your heart. The next card that we pulled was the Ancestral Roots card. This card says, learn about your ancestral lineage and appreciate the challenges of your ancestors. Time to connect with family. Your sacred ancestors are reaching out to you in spirit. Look for signs. If you are anxious, gently reconnect with Mother Earth and ground yourself. So we actually just mentioned that. There's a lot of connecting here with family, pet family, with our human family as well. And there's this connection being emphasized between that world, the world between the ones you love, essentially, and that necessary kind of obligatory world of work that we need to help sustain ourselves here. There's this call and this message that you need to make time for yourself and for the relationships that you value. Not to forget to nurture those, to make time for those relationships and ourselves, to spend time in a healing environment, in an environment that helps us, supports us, heals us, encourages us, and helps to mitigate or diminish the stresses that we take onto ourselves every single day. I feel like some of you who are listening to this message are empaths, and you take on a lot of energy that isn't yours. And the divine is reminding you that you need to ground yourself. You need to make a sacred space for yourself and allow that energy that you take away from other people to be grounded, to be transmuted into positive energy and reused again by the universe divine or by Mother Earth. Pets, our pets, are wonderful at helping empaths to kind of find their center, to breathe, and to recharge. They have a wonderful ability to do that, to help us with that. And that may be why the divine is encouraging, if one is ready, mind you, if one feels ready, encouraging one to have a pet or to get a pet. There is this connection to having a safe, restorative space away from the stress and a way for you to ground yourself. So there is a strong message here about taking care of yourself, grounding yourself, and allowing divine love to help to heal you. And pets channel divine love. They really do. The next card that we pulled is Empath. This card says, you are an empath and may heal others simply by interacting with them. You are more vulnerable to energies than most, and much of what you carry may not belong to you.
It is vital that you ground yourself and cleanse the energy you have lifted off of those you heal. Others may seek your presence often for your abilities. Know your boundaries, beloved. And funny enough, that's what we were just talking about. This is definitely connected to empathic people. And the divine is reminding you that you may not even consciously be aware that you're doing it. The room may be filled with a lot of people, and you don't necessarily need to actually interact with them for your energy to start pulling off of them. That negative energy just starts pulling it off of them. The tired feelings, or the blah feeling, or the even some kind of emotional pain. You will start to pull it off of them, and you don't realize that you're doing it. You don't actually have to interact with them to do it. You can be in the same room. And for empaths who have not yet understood that they are empaths, or how to protect themselves or ground themselves, it's very exhausting. And for myself, I learned that I was empathic because it felt like every time I was around someone, they would start talking to me about something they were going through. And inside, it felt like I was immediately in their shoes. And I could feel the stress that they were going through. I could feel the pain that they were moving through. And I immediately felt compassion for them. And in some cases, it was to the point where if somebody was suffering from something, I would absorb it. So sicknesses, I had a friend get into my car once, and I asked her if she was feeling a little bit woozy, because I felt woozy. And she was like, yeah, I mean, I'm not dizzy, but I'm lightheaded. And so I felt this feeling of wooziness. But I was getting it from her. Another time, I had someone at work who was going through vertigo, and they asked for my help because I used to be a medic. And so I was just trying to make sure that they were okay. And the moment I touched her, my head started spinning a little bit. Like I could feel it. And I was like, oh no, don't do this. Don't do this. And I was like, why is this happening now? I was taking it off of her. For people who are empaths, stuff like that can happen when you don't understand that you're an empath, or you're not sure how to protect yourself. And there's different things you can do to protect yourself. One thing you can do is you can use crystals. Obviously, selenite is wonderful at kind of cleansing the auric field. Black tourmaline is also very good at protecting from negative energy. Same with pyrite. But one thing I find that's also very helpful is if you speak it. If you say before you go somewhere, you can ask. I ask my for some people it's holy guides, guardians, guardian angels. You can ask your divine team, whoever they are to you. I wish for you to protect me from absorbing other people's energy. And you can picture yourself surrounded by a ball of light. And I have a card in here that kind of helps me think about this. And it's this card right here. You can see that shield of light around the person. If you can just imagine yourself now surrounded by that shield of light, and your guides, your guardians, your guardian angels on all sides just kind of being like, nope, we're closed today. So that you have control over when and how you use your gift. And so you will be shown and guided to those who are safe to share that gift with and won't take advantage of you. The last card we pulled was trust your gut feeling. Okay. That strong feeling in your stomach, that deep knowing in your heart, trust that feeling. It is an instinct connected to your intuition. And if it is telling you something, listen to it, even when it may be hard to admit or accept. Trust your gut, beloved. So the divine is asking you to listen to that gut feeling. Listen to your heart. The more you trust that gut feeling that you have, the more you stop ignoring it for the sake of being nice or for the sake of, oh, I'm sure I'm just imagining that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Take a deep breath, center yourself, and trust your gut feeling, okay? It's connected to your intuition, and it's telling you when something is happening or going on, or reading between the lines of things, okay? Trust your gut feeling. With this reading, the divine is recognizing your empathic abilities, and they are asking that you take better care of yourself. They're asking that you make a space that is for you. And they're offering a possible solution, again, only if you feel ready, to invite a furry family member into your heart, if you're ready. Because animals are also empathic. And for an empath, it offers us that direct connection to divine unconditional love. And that is a restorative, healing energy for anyone, but especially for empaths. Divine love is so healing for empaths because that's the frequency that they recognize. That's the frequency that their vibrations feel safe in, is that divine love, because divine love is all-encompassing and it penetrates through any fear. It helps us, it heals us, and it reaches deep inside and it holds us. And that is that secure, beautiful feeling, knowing that it's always there. So the divine is offering a new beginning into having a life with a furry family member if you feel ready. Or also to make sure that you are making time for self-care, to take care of yourself, to take a pause from the busyness in life so that you have time for you. Grounding yourself, making sure to ground yourself, to feel centered. Reiki can help a lot to kind of help center us and help kind of cleanse us and restart things and help kind of clear away blockages and things like that. Reiki can help. But the divine is asking you to recognize that you work very hard and you need to make time for yourself. And if you feel like you need to say no to something, say no. Say no to something. Trust your gut feeling and just say no. No, thank you. Don't feel obligated to do something for someone else just because you don't want to hurt their feelings. Don't feel obligated or guilt-tripped or gaslit into doing favors for other people or bailing people out constantly. Listen to your gut. Don't let people push you around just because you're loving and compassionate. Just because you're loving and compassionate doesn't mean you don't have a brain. Use your head. Don't let people take advantage of you. Trust your instinct, trust your intuition, and have your boundaries. Set them very clearly, okay? You have to, especially for empaths, because if you don't, they will push you around and you will feel obligated to do whatever you can for them. and it gets to the point where it's detrimental to them. It actually hurts them as well as you, because now they're not learning how to grow. They're not learning how to cope. They're not learning what they need to learn in this life because you keep helping them, you keep bailing them out, or you keep doing things for them. So set your boundaries. Overall, this was a really, really nice message, possibly opening the way for maybe a new furry baby in someone's life, making time for oneself. You got to remember to take care of yourself, because if you don't, nobody else will. Because that sets the bar. If you don't take care of yourself, no one's going to take care of you, because that tells them you don't want to be taken care of, because you don't want to take care of yourself either. And that sets the bar for how people will treat you. They'll match that energy, okay? So respect yourself. Respect your boundaries, all right? Make time for yourself. Take care of yourself. You are worth it. You are beautiful. You are incredibly made. You are so unique and divine. So you're worth it. I think that's pretty much it. And I appreciate you joining us for another small oracle reading. I know this one was kind of different than how it normally is. I hope you'll bear with me, because it was cold today. And I was like, it's really cold in the room I normally do the readings in. And I'm going to stay here where the nice warm fire is. So I appreciate that you were able to bear with me through that. So thank you so much once again. I hope all of you have a very good evening. I hope you were able to have a very good day. And take care of yourself. Love yourself. And say no when you need to say no, okay? Thank you so much for being here. I hope all of you take care, and I'll see you next time in our next reading. Bye.